Well, good morning. It's just before 6 a.m. Day 2 of my King Alfred's Way ride. So it's just before sunrise, and I've got this cracking spot in this. I'm near a place called Risley, and I kind of scoped out this place prior to actually riding, and it's kind of my first port of call, I suppose, site of interest. And with the messing around with the tyre yesterday, I haven't looked if it's gone down overnight. Yeah. So yeah, this is where I camped out last night. It's actually a cracking spot. Couple of problems. There seems to be a holding pattern for Heathrow, so I had about half a dozen planes come over quite low. They didn't wake me up because I was sort of awake anyway, but yeah, it was a little bit annoying. And then there's a little bit too much wildlife. There was a couple of foxes calling to each other. It woke me up at midnight, and then again at about 1:30, and then about 3 something was sniffing the other side of this tarp, and when I put my torch on, I think it frightened it off, so I think it might have been a deer or something like that. Anyway, I'm going to boil up some water and have some porridge. One of the things I forgot to bring with me was some coffee. I don't have any coffee, so I'm going to have to get some of that today. So I thought I was feeling cold, my bivvy. I couldn't find my sleeping bag, and I'll be all right. Anyway, I was started off in a t-shirt and then ended up with wearing the down jacket, and got to about 4ish, and yeah, I started to feel cold then, and then looking at my phone, it dropped to 8 degrees, so no wonder I was feeling cold. So I'm going to do the I'm all packed up now, ready to go, day 2, and yeah, there's no the old leave no tracing other than a dry patch where I slept last night. Nobody'd know I'd ever was here unless they spotted me, and I doubt that very much. But yeah, let's crack on. Well, it's a heavy G this morning. That's a sign that the year's getting on a bit. It's starting to get towards autumn. I forgot to say actually before that I got away at about 7 o'clock. So I was on the trail at 7 o'clock. Oh look, there's some little deer things over there. I reckon that's what was sniffing around my camp last night. One of them. Hello. Car's back. I had to turn right into this bridleway, and it just looked like I was going down somebody's drive. And anyway, I come around the corner through the trees here, and yeah, beautiful, absolutely beautiful. And we're going over a body of water. I'm not sure if that's a canal or a river. I need some breakfast, I know that. The only problem with these sort of remote rides, you just don't see anywhere to eat. I had to laugh back there, about a mile or so back. There was a guy obviously doing this as well, and he'd wild camped in a field. And as I came around the corner of this field, a guy was letting his 2 dogs off to run, and it was time for him to get up, and he was sat upright in his bivvy bag, and all I could see was his shoulders and his head. And he was looking at the dogs, and I was like, yeah, you've left it too late. You need to be up and out at it early. Miss the old dog walkers. God, what a beautiful morning. Complete difference to yesterday. Getting off that train in Swindon yesterday was horrible. Well, that was rather lovely through there. There was the amount of deer, even full-size ones. Bit of a situation update. I'm in Farnham. I stopped in the petrol station at the top of the hill as I was flagging, shall we say, through lack of calories. Anyway, I dropped down into Farnham, and I've actually managed to get another tyre and a couple of inner tubes. So a big shout out to Hoops fellow of Farnham for sorting me out with that. And so if you ever ride this route and whoever needs, there's a decent bike shop in Farnham, and they've got another shop in Petersfield as well, so handy to know. But yeah, I've got a tyre and 2 inner tubes, so I'm happy now. I was a little bit stressed out over that, but I feel confident I'm going to finish now. Wow, look at this. When you're in life in the slow lane, you can stop and take in stuff like this. I've just come out of Farnham. The route out of Farnham was a bit shit, to be honest. It was through a park. Well, actually I did a video clip in the park, and you know, mixing with dogs and kids and what have you a bit. And then there was an underpass that the official route takes you, no bikes. So I did walk through, I did the right thing, but you know, anyway, it is what it is. Anyway, I've ridden that tyre all morning, not a problem. I put a bit more air in it, it's now gone down. So my new tyre's going on, and that I'm going to find a bin for the other one, because I cannot find what's the problem with that tyre. I've had it out, inside out, you name it. Anyway, there's worse places to do this. So this road's actually closed, and there was a guy in a Land Rover at the top, and I said I was at a tree because there was a little note. And yes, this is proper down. He did let me through because I said I wasn't local and I didn't know my way through, but is this person gonna okay, anyway, you know what, despite all the problems with the tyre, I must have waited 3 or 4 hours on that, messing around. I'm really enjoying this. Absolutely loving it. And look at that bit of active aero there. Bit of downforce on the back wheel. Give me a bit more grip. I tell you what, that thing is going in the bin when I come to somewhere where there is a bin. I'd love to give it a Viking cremation with lots of fire, but I'm probably set the countryside alight, so I'm not going to do that. Sort of luck I've got at the minute. Hello. Is that scratched? No. Yeah, so as you can see on this path here, it's actually sandy. And I was aware, the lad in the bike shop warned me of this. and you come along and then all of a sudden you hit a deep bit and you stop dead near enough. My average speed today, 5 miles an hour. So yeah, you know, if you're going to come and do this, I think if you're going to camp, if you want to camp like I'm doing, expect to do it slowly because of the weight. Yeah, I've got till Monday to finish. Today's Friday. I'd be lying if I didn't say there was a couple of times when I thought, I'll sod it, I'm just going to get back on the train, and I'm like, no, let's finish it, you know. This is a conservation area. I can see some guys in high vis over there, so they're chopping up wood and things by the looks of it. My God, this is the ride that keeps on giving. Those reeds in there. Surrey Hills. I'm not in Gloucestershire now, Toto. Ground grass. The ground is quite sandy still. It hasn't been that bad. I did get a little bit lost in the trees back there because there was not really much of a signal, and I kind of cut the corner and I think I was on a footpath, but I started walking anyway because I lost traction. What a gorgeous day. More Surrey Hills. I've actually come slightly off route because I thought this looked a good route, a good view rather. The old heather's going purple now, I noticed. Well, this came out of the blue. I'm not going through that, it looks slippery and quite deep. So I'm going to chicken out and go across the bridge. Whee. And this is pretty slick as well. So I guess it's a bit like a patio deck, you know. So yes, the bit the Surrey Hills I've just come through is like riding on the beach in places. Bit of two-wheel sideways action, you know. So be warned. So this is going to be hike a bike, soft sand and a 1-in-4 hill. I'm going to push this one. Wow, well it looks like they've had a bit of a wildfire here. I mean, you can see the trees that haven't burnt but have been killed off by the heat. They're all brown. This is right by the track, so this would have been at some point would have been a load along here. Well, this is a different view of it. The bottom of the tree is just ash. It's black, but it's just ash. So sad to see this, and it still smells as well. Wow, that's the Devil's Punch Bowl. That's the Devil's Punch bag. I struggled coming up there. Well, it was a lot of it was basically not rideable. It was very big stones, very steep. So basically, I think I walked a mile, and that's not an exaggeration either. But yeah, I'm up here now. But yeah, so it was a very hot and sweaty time up here. Well, this really is an old byway, isn't it? You know, look how it's carved into the sides. And the roots of this tree here, I think it's incredible. Let's see if I can do this and ride at the same time. It's too bumpy to do it when hunted on this stuff. Bit of a situation update. Stopped in a cafe the other side of Devil's Punch Bowl, had some food there, and a nice chat with the owner of the cafe, who told me that the Devil's Punch Bowl thing is probably the hardest part of this route. So, but it certainly is so far anyway. I reckon I've got just over. I reckon I got about 205k to do, and yeah, it's taken. I've lost. Not I'm doing it in a hurry or anything, but I've lost so much time just faffing around with that time. That thing on the side of the tree. Hello, folks. So I've just come through Liss, Liss. And I stopped there, stocked up on some more fluids, and I had a bite to eat there, and I got some coffee. One thing I did forget was something to light my stove with, because the lighter thing I brought with me is pathetic. So I'll have to try and remind myself to stop in a petrol station or something, and you know, get something to do it with. Yet another forest turning into Grizzly Adams. I'm actually really enjoying this. I've had to do done quite a lot of walking today, and as the guy in the cafe here back in Devil's Punch Bowl said, that was the hardest bit, and I think he might be right. I was looking at the profile when I was in Liss, and it was quite a long drop. Then it's flat, and then it's a little bit up and downy again, but nothing like I've had so far today. So that's good. Even though I'm not in a rush. Why did I say that? I've found myself in audax mode a couple of times, and I've had to tell myself off. You know, I've got till Monday. I think I'm going to get home on Sunday at some point. I was hoping, in the back of my mind, to finish Saturday, but it's looking likely it's going to be Sunday now. But c'est la vie. It just means that I've got an extra night out in the wilds. Now it's now 5 o'clock, we've just gone, so I'm now starting to think about where I'm going to bed down for tonight. I suspect that'll be within the next sort of 2.5 hours, because after that it'd be a bit too dark to do anything. So yeah, if I can, timed it just right last night because I had a good half an hour to get myself sorted out before it went dark. Anyway, I suppose you better crack on. Well folks, I'm now on the South Downs Way. I joined it probably half a mile back, and I just thought I'd show you the view. I mean, it really is views on views, isn't it? You know, this ride. So then folks, bit of a situation update. Bit of time's gone on since I last spoke to you. I'm just about to go up the climb of West Meon. I don't know if that's how you pronounce it properly. Hang on a second, let me just read this. Oh, okay. Let's talk about riding motorbikes. I wish. Yes. So I came here only 3/4 of an hour ago and decided that there was not a lot here. In terms of shops and things. So Petersfield was 3 miles away. Anyway, I dropped down there. The Tesco's, got what I needed and came back. I sat down there for a while because kind of having a bit of a think on what I'm going to do. I'm deliberately walking up here, so I'm looking for a spot to camp. There are some houses down there, so make sure they can't see me.